Howdy, folks. I'm an imaginary can of beans, Brian.
I'm Amber.
And here's some Reddit. And our first letter is titled, Am I a jerk for telling my ex-wife that she should be a little bit more responsible co-parent, and it wouldn't take the entirety of her day to send me a few reminders and keep me involved. Throwaway account. My ex-wife Natasha has primary custody over our 16-year-old daughter, Valerie. I have custody of Valerie about 8 days every month. I care deeply about Valerie, but Natasha is extremely inconsiderate of me and makes it extremely difficult to co-parent. Natasha holds the final decision on all of Valerie's medical and educational decisions. I fought extremely hard to retain that power, but Natasha holds them instead. When Natasha schedules an appointment for Valerie, she does not do enough to involve me and make sure that I can get there. Natasha will never ask what times work for me and my schedule. She will send an appointment time over a month before the actual date as if I have a superhuman memory and I'll be able to remember it. I know, it's terrible being asked to remember things in a day and age where we have to carve everything onto stone tablets to remember anything.
Yeah.
You can't carve it into the dirt because the rain comes away and takes it away. What is a man to do?
Yeah, no Google Calendar.
No Google Calendar, no looking at your texts to see if there's an upcoming appointment. You poor thing, I can totally sympathize with your pain here. The only reminder that she'll send me after that is the day before when I've already made plans. How do you remember those plans? And you must make those the day before, and then it's just like, oh, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, definitely not a priorities issue.
No, it's not a priorities issue. She never bothers texting me and only uses email or our family wizard when she knows that I don't have time to check those every day. Valerie and I used to talk all the time, but now she's just upset and distant. Just trying to talk with her now is like pulling teeth. I believe Natasha is purposely manipulating Valerie and trying to alienate my daughter from me by making it seem as if I'm not interested in her, which is extremely untrue. It's almost like actions speak louder than words. I'm beyond interested in Valerie, even if she is in angsty teen phase and unappreciative of what I can do right now. Valerie was upset now because I was not reminded of her driving test until the day before and I was unable to come. I contacted Natasha and told her that it's unacceptable to be this irresponsible of a co-parent to me. I told her that the very least she could do is send me a weekly text or something, some regular updates. So... Has this man never heard of a calendar? It's just like, this is so frustrating to read because your problems would be solved if you went to the store and bought a calendar or used your phone's calendar or something. OP, there's no excuse for this. Natasha has refused even a weekly update and said expecting her to be a decent co-parent makes me a lazy jerk. And it's not as if text would take away the entirety of her day. I don't see how expecting Natasha to send a heads up every few days and make sure that I'm involved with Valerie's things is unreasonable. Am I the jerk? All right, folks. What do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Jerk. Use a calendar, dude. Like, it is not her responsibility. She's not your mother and you're not a literal child.
I think I have a migraine. How do you function in the workplace? My OP, like, you surely have, like, something going on in your days that you have to keep track of, right? Maybe you work somewhere that doesn't necessarily require you to have a calendar on all the time, but you have to know how to manage your own appointments, right? If you have medical appointments, you have to know when they are. Sometimes those are scheduled months or even years, not years generally, but months or maybe like a year in advance or something like that, and you have to keep track of those. And it's not your ex-wife's place or responsibility to hold your hand in life. Maybe she did that as a courtesy when you two were together, but she does not need to be attached to you like this at this point in time. It's just ridiculous for you to expect that of her.
Well, and even if you were still married, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But especially now.
I still think it would be ridiculous.
Well, and you're showing your daughter that she's not a priority because you somehow remember your obligations with your friends, your own appointments.
Yeah.
It's only the daughter stuff that seems to be slipping your mind.
Yeah, and you wonder why your daughter's upset about this. I think what this boils down to is you want to lash out at your ex-wife for some reason, and you want a scapegoat for some reason. And the easiest way to build a scapegoat is to blame someone else, right? And you don't want to reflect upon yourself. You don't want to see what your own transgressions are here. You just want someone to lash out at and say, oh, this person, she's poisoning the mind of my daughter so that she doesn't appreciate me.
And not that a 16-year-old would be like, wow, gee, Dad, Mom didn't text you so you couldn't figure out how to get here?
Yeah. I mean, your daughter has a schedule. She has classes every day. She has all kinds of things going on. So, OP, my advice here is buy a calendar and start marking down important dates. And if you can't do that, then I guess you're doomed. Anyhow, take care and good luck. You're the jerk. It isn't your ex-wife's responsibility to maintain your social calendar. When she tells you dates for upcoming events, write them down. Enter them on your phone, set an alarm, whatever. But it's time to grow up and actually be a parent before accusing someone else of being a garbage one. Yeah, that summarizes it. Exactly. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this Sunday morning Reddit. I am actually recording this at Saturday night, so I actually have some tea here. If you want to take a second and guess at what it is. Do you remember Mary's joke from earlier? I remember it.
I don't. I actually had a different joke, so you'll have to tell
Oh. Well, then, let's hear your joke.
It's a classic.
A classic?
Where do the cows go for fun?
Oh, the movie.
Yep.
Mary's joke, I believe, went something along the lines of, what is a fruit that can't be... Commitment-phobic fruit. And it's a cantaloupe. Such a good punchline. I love it. Thanks so much, Mary, for sharing that one. And thanks, Amber, for your daily joke. Oh, and I have mint tea. Thanks so much for watching, folks, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.